Fear is one of the biggest things in life that truly stops you from chasing your dreams. Fear stops you to become the best soccer player in the world. Fear stops you to become the greatest NBA player in the world. Fear is an unpleasant emotion that causes awareness of danger. That's fear. It is a painful experience to be at. And the problem about people is that they run away from their fears. That's the problem about people. They run from their fears. They will respect their fears to the point that they will never even chase their dreams. That's the problem about people. They won't even try to be the best. But regardless how small your fear is, regardless how small or big your fear is, you need to face your fears head on. It doesn't matter how small your fears are. It doesn't matter how big it is. You need to face your fears. People forget that when you want to become successful, you must first face your fears. Now people come to me, my students come to me, they be like, Box, man, I'm so afraid of what people will say about me. I'm so afraid what people think about my lyrics, my music, my dancing moves. I'm so afraid, Box, what should I do, Box? And I tell them straight up, your fears are controlling you. Your ability to grow or to succeed in life is only limited to one thing. Fear. What you should do is face that fear. You cannot completely forget about it, but what you can do is face it so that you can become successful. That's what you can do. Do not worry what people say about you. You've been worried your entire existence what people say about you. Just because what people say about you, that's nonsense. You must turn your fear into a letter of success. You must make your fears work for you. You must make your fear to be a motivation in your life. I tell my students every single time, in Legendary program, I tell them straight the time. Before they even join Legendary program, I tell them, if you don't have fears, just get the fuck out of my classroom. Because I need someone who has a fear. So that I can teach you to turn your fear into a letter of success. So I can teach you to make that fear as a motivation so that you can succeed in life. And then they'll be like, Bugs, what is your fear? And I tell you straight up, my fear is not being known by the world. That is my fear because I have a fear that is pushing me to succeed. My fear not being known. That's why it's acting as a motivation. That's why you see 2 videos every single day. Because I have a fear of people not knowing my name. That's why I keep on posting every single time. And then people think that I will burn out. So no, man. I got fear. I got fear on my side. That is acting as a motivation in my life. I have a fear that I will not be successful. That is why I'm facing it. But this fear of mine is teaching me, is guiding me to become successful. That's what it's doing. Now the thing about fear is that it is a powerful emotion. One of the biggest fear people have is what other people think of them. People are incredibly cautious of what other people think of them. That is why you see so many celebrities committing suicide because of the hateful comments they receive. Because of what people say about them. Because what people judge them by. Fear is a powerful emotion. And if you can learn to use your fear as a motivation, then you will become incredibly successful. You don't need to destroy it. You need to face your fears. And then people will be like, my students be like, Bugs, how can I completely destroy my fears? How can I completely destroy the fear I have in my life? How can I do it? And I tell you straight up, homie, you always have a fear of losing someone you love. You always have a fear of losing your mama. You always have a fear of not being successful. What you can do is face your fears. That's what you can do every single time. You cannot forget about it, but you can use it as a motivation. If you want to become a soccer player, you know that your fear is not being a soccer player. So that fear will help you to become a soccer player. You may think that your fears are a stumbling block in your life. You may think this fear you have is a stumbling block to achieve your dreams. But did you know that you can use this fear to climb it so that you can become successful? Because now you are facing it. That's what you're doing. You're using your fear as a motivation. That's what you can do every single time. You can face your fears so that you can become successful. Did you know that? Did you know that you can use a stumbling block so that you can climb it, so that you can become successful? Did you know that? Did you know that your fear can help you to become successful? Your fear is not being successful, so you're gonna act on that fear. So every single time you're gonna wake up and chase your dream because you want to become successful, because you have a fear of not being successful. You must understand, at the end of the day, you are a human being. You are not an alien. So, as much as you need love in your life, you also need fear. As much as you need happiness in your life, you also need fear. But what you must do is not let your fears control you. It's not let your fears control you. If you let your fears control you, then there's something wrong you're doing. If you are conscious of what other people think of you, then you will stay there and do nothing. You must face your fear so that you can become successful. You cannot completely destroy it, but you can use it as a motivation to succeed in life.